What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another game analysis video. And yes, the title is correct. I had a brace this game. I scored 2 goals in this game. I know what you're thinking. There's no way. That's impossible. But yes, I did it. It was just a great game. The ball bounced my way a couple times. I got pretty fortunate with it. I'll walk you through, obviously, leading up to the goal, my actions, my decision-making, my thought process, all that stuff when we get into it, but I'm also going to go through every single one of my actions, defensive and offensive, in this game as usual. So anyway, this is a Jägermeister Cup game. If you guys are unfamiliar with the Jägermeister Cup, it's basically just like the Open Cup, but only between the USL League One and the USL Championship. So it's just another fun tournament that's added in. It was last year just for USL League One, but this year USL Championships in it. So it's not a regular season game, but we're still playing against the USL Championship team, Hartford Athletic, which is also my previous club, which was also very fun to score 2 goals against your previous club like this. So anyway, here's the lineup for Hartford Athletic. They came out pretty much what we expected in like a 3-4-3. I'll talk about it in the game, but they're very aggressive, pushing guys on, and very dangerous on the counterattack. Here's our formation. We switched things up a little bit and went with a 4-4-2. I'm Matt Sheldon, number 13. I'm playing right mid this game. So this lineup is correct. I'm playing on the right mid. Usually I play like a right wing back, right back role, but I was pushed up a little bit further offensively in this game. So here's the huddle. We are in white and green, and we are going to be attacking from right to left on your screen. Hartford's going to be in green or just all green here, attacking from left to right. So we'll get into the game here, get into my every action of the game, and then we'll also get into my game, my goals coming forward. But this was a very special game for me. Very, very, very cool night overall. So there's the kickoff. We go forward trying to find, I think it was a Tez down that left-hand side, and then just a little scrappiness as we start this game. Here's my very first action in the game coming up. Ball's going to swing all the way wide out to, I believe this is Samadia or an Ingalina actually, and I'm just inside, blocking the inside first, but being ready to jump on Ingalina as this ball comes out to him. So as this ball gets played out to him, you can see I start to jump out at him, and then he does a quick one-touch pass, and then I'm just bodying him. Honestly, he's one of the fastest, most dynamic players in the league, so I am not going to win a foot race, so I need to bump him, body him, do everything I can in order to stop him from doing 1-2s around me and running by me. So you see a little bit of a bump and no call there, and then we're just going to play it on. And then unfortunately, in the first 2 minutes of the game, minute and 20 seconds of the game, I think that's Anderson scores for Hartford Athletic. You can see just it was a 1-2 down that side, a cross in, and then just ball kind of bounces around and it falls right to Anderson, who puts that away. It's a good little finish that early in the game. So not a great start for us. Very poor start, as you'll see. But ball comes down, just touched off the chest, bounces right back, and it's a good goal. It's a good goal. It's a good start from Hartford, but this is not the way that we wanted to start our game for us. So anyway, kickoff comes into Ryan Williams, tries to find me, but out for a throw-in. Here's my next action in the game in the 4th minute. Jesse El Cedeño's pressing Scarlett out here, long ball into Michael Bryant. You can see him in the middle of the field. The ball's going to bounce back into Ingalina, and then I'm just going to use my hands, bump this guy, try to win this ball back, slide tackle, win the ball, but it bounces right out to another Hartford Athletic player. And then I'm just getting back into my lines. It's not the right time to press. We're sagging back and getting ready to press again. Here, I'm just trying to get the ball in some off-ball movement, dropping deep. Ball ends into me, and then I just try to take that touch in behind, but it gets weeded out there. Then Steve plays it all the way back to our goalkeeper. Devin Amumensa plays the ball into Lai. Gets a little bit of fortunate, maybe no handball call there, but then it comes into Ingalina again, and I'm just coming back, providing pressure, coming back on Ingalina, pushing him, bumping him, and you can see how dynamic he is. Drives right down the center of the field and gets a shot off for another dangerous action on our goal. So we're not starting. I mean, this is the first 6 minutes of the game, and I really haven't had any real touches yet. Win the header there off a goal kick, and then we try to attack there, but nothing much. It felt like this for the first probably 20 minutes of the game. It felt like I was really just defending and winning duels, or trying to win duels. Getting the ball out here, finally looking forward. I'm looking into this area. I see a high defensive line of like 5, and I just want to curl this around into this area, but my foot slips, my plant foot slips as I try to cross this, and I just shank this top of the box. Not where I was aiming, not what I was looking to do. And frustrated, then I finally got the ball in the attacking half, and that was what I did with it. Another pressing action from us, just reaching out into Englina, stepping out on Englina again. He turns inside. I'm bumping, trying to get him off balance, foul him there. I'm okay with the foul. I mean, obviously he's running into traffic, but I'm just trying to make it difficult for him every time he touches the ball. Like I said, he's fast, dynamic, good with the ball at his feet. So you can see here in this replay, I just have my hand on his hip. I'm pulling him back, pushing him, trying to do little things just to knock him off balance. I push him a little bit too hard at the end. He falls down for a foul, but I'm okay with that. At least it's not a counterattack. Next play now, our goalkeeper Carlos plays out to Shane, who plays it back to Carlos under a lot of pressure here from Dieng. Carlos tries to find me. It's a little under hit because he's under so much pressure, so I'm now out of position behind Samadia here, their left wing back, and I just kind of run through him, try to get around him, but I bump him. It's an obvious foul here, and again, I'm okay with a foul there. Could I get behind? Yeah, I was a little frustrated, and then obviously the ref's talking to me because I fouled Englina and Samadia now 3-4 times in the first 11 minutes. And he's basically saying, you do one more of these and it's going to be a yellow card. And I do not want a yellow card this early on in the game. So from now on, I try to play it a lot more cool with the defensive actions there. Trying to win a header, bounces off of Scarlett for a throw in up in our half. And then next play, Hartford with the ball. I'm tucking inside here on the far side of your screen. And then as Michael Bryant, my right center back, steps out onto Englina, dropping deep, their right winger, I'm following this left wing back, Samadia. This is Samadia here, I believe, coming all the way under and all the way through. So now I'm basically dropping to this line as a back four now, where Michael Bryant should be, and Michael Bryant's high on Englina. I believe Michael Bryant fouls Englina here on the sideline, but you can see that transition with Englina and Samadia, their two left-sided players, being so dynamic and moving around so much. Me and Michael Bryant are pretty fluid with one of us stepping out and one of us in. One of us just always has to cover, and the other one can provide pressure. Good counterattack here, great counterattack into Darren Smith. Darren starts to go down, gets the ball a little bit wide, cuts the ball back. He's going to find me. I'm right here on this on the side of the 18. I'm trying to take a touch. I'm looking for a shot. I'm looking to maybe slot or cut back the ball top of the penalty spot or top of the 18-yard box. Here's what I'm thinking, because the angle here to shoot is very tight. I'm looking at Jessiel, I think, right here on the penalty spot. I think it's closing up quick with Farrell getting ready to step there. So I take one more touch to see what could open up. It closes up very fast. There's so many Hartford players in this box. I don't think it's really on to smash anything across the 6-yard box right here. So I'm just going to round that ball with the outside of my right foot, come back around, play it out back into Darren, and then I'm just going to loop back outside of Darren just to get that ball back on that side of the 18-yard box to see if we can recycle runs and basically see if I need to recycle it or whipping across from here. So now you can see I come back in. I'm going to face forward right now. I'm looking in. I see that I could recycle it here. Maybe that's the better option, but I'm seeing 2-3 guys in the box right here, and I'm just like, oh, maybe I can just pop this ball out of my foot to my right and try to whip in across into that 6-yard area, trying to bypass the first few Hartford Athletic players near that front post and see if I can get something kind of towards the back post. Underhit it a little bit, but Darren does a good job, or maybe that's Jesse does a good job to get his head on that, and then we still retain possession here. And it was right after the replay, but this is my first goal, 16th minute. Michael Bryant does a great header on the back of the 6-yard box, and I'm basically just lurking on the near post. What was the near post now becomes the far post, just getting ready for that. And as soon as Michael Bryant heads that, I'm already kind of seeing where the goal is out of the corner of my eye. I see that his header is going wide, and I just jump. I don't know if I'm 100% onside or not, but I know it's either going to be out for a goal kick or I'm going to be offside. And if I'm onside, then it's going to be a goal. And it ends up being onside, and my first goal of the evening. So very happy with that, just lurking. My role in the corner kicks here was just to basically be on Siaha, the goalkeeper, and then just kind of pick up these second loose balls that happen. So really good header, really good ball from Atez to the back post. Great header from Michael Bryant. And then I'm just kind of right place, right time on the back post, staying onside, and then just tapping that in. Not too much skill or much analysis there on the header. I'm just trying to get my head on it and not miss from there. And then a little freeze frame celebration that I wish I had a little bit more explanation for, but I just froze, literally. So that was the first goal. Very happy with it. You got get a little high after that. I tied up 1-1, and now here hopefully we can attack with a little bit more energy out of that and hopefully respond the right way. So then there's the next play, another long ball from my goalkeeper, just getting up again with Scarlett, trying to win that header. I think he ends up winning the header actually, and I just kind of run into him, but good action nonetheless. And now here, just getting back, trying to get back tight, deep, helping out the back line. And then Ingelina here in the far post just slots it with that shot. Good run. Kind of, I think he nutmegs maybe one, goes around another player. Fortunate, but frustrating nonetheless. Now 29th minute into the game, and we're down 2-1. And this whole first half, it felt like Hartford was completely in control of the game. They had way more possession than us. They had more attacking chances. They had more dangerous chances than us. We still had a few chances on goal. But when I was playing this game, I remember thinking like, God, we cannot keep the ball. We can't build out. We can't do much here. And it was a very frustrating first half. Fortunately, we turned it around a lot. I think in the second half, I think the momentum completely swings in our favor. One, because now we are chasing the game and they're kind of trying to see out the game. But yeah, it definitely felt like a tale of two halves in this match. Long ball and behind for me now, looking up, trying to whip something in, looking forward. Looking at Samadia, the guy who's marking me, he's completely favoring my right foot. So I'm going to tap the ball back to my left foot and try to whip something in where it's 2v2 in the box and just see if we can get ahead on this. So I cut into my left, try to whip this into the box. I think it's a decent delivery, but just finds Farrell, who's in or maybe that's the left center back, but just finds him instead of finding one of our players. Now, Michael Bryant with the ball. I'm checking down this line now because he's under a lot of pressure. He needs to get some sort of outlet here. So I'm going to check down hard and try to come into this space as that ball comes into me. Now, it's tight here. I'm watching this back. I think I should try to maybe do a first time around the corner ball into Darren Smith here, my striker. I didn't check my shoulder enough. I'm just kind of focusing on checking down, trying to be an outlet there. And then I receive the ball. And as soon as I take the touch, it closes up so fast that I really didn't see any other option there. But I need to recognize earlier just to hit that one-time ball around the corner to Darren Smith. And I think he was ready for that. I just need to hit that. Receiving the ball low and deep. Michael Bryant is making a run in behind. You see Cedeno making a run down the line. I don't think anything's too on here to play. Maybe a quick slip to Michael Bryant, but it closes up very fast. So I'm going to take my touch back, and then I'm just going to play all the way back to Devin. But then Samadia on me is very tight, and I think I freak out last second, and I try to change my mind because I don't want to expose the ball to him and try to play to Shane, and I end up getting caught in between two ideas there and just playing between Devin and Shane. Luckily, doesn't go out of bounds or anything, and we're able to keep possession of the ball there. Devin plays into a Tez, and now I am just making this run in behind here, trying to go deep because there's a high line of three, and I think there's a lot of space. But as soon as I start to go, that back line drops very quickly. I'm like, you know what? I think it's actually going to be better, especially with him under pressure, if I just drop back here, create some space instead of trying to make a run in behind, since I think they're anticipating that. I'm going to drop back a few yards, and then I can receive the ball facing forward with time and space. Now, when I look forward, I'm just seeing green shirts. I'm seeing 4 or 5 Hartford Athletic players, and we're trying to catch up and get in position. So to me, this is just not telling me to drive forward or to attack. I can just hold the ball a little bit, play it backward, allow our team to get a little bit higher, establish a little bit of possession, and then we can try to build up an attack that way. And then Los, last few seconds of the half, I'm just trying to win the header there, jump up, don't win that, and then there's the halftime whistle. So honestly, like I said, and I think the entire team was extremely frustrated this first half because I don't think we played to our full potential. I don't think we built out how we wanted to build out. I don't think we possessed the ball how we wanted to possess. We had a few chances to put something away, and we really didn't. I was happy with the goal that I scored, but at the end of the day, if you're down 2-1, the goal that you scored, it's not meaningless, but you're not really focused on it. You're more just kind of thinking, wow, that was not a fun half to play. Now, we come into the locker room and we really talk about the goal going forward, how we have to be more aggressive, get in a few more tackles, get stuck in, and also look at the possession stats against Hartford. It's like if we want anything out of this game, we have to increase our time with the ball, increase our time building out, possessing the ball in the right areas and going forward as well. So that was a big talking point. So here's the start of the second half. I promise this is going to look a lot better than the first half. I'm going to get a little bit more actions on the ball going forward. And overall, I think the team does a lot better. So we also switched up formations too. So instead of being in a 4-4-2 that we were, now we're switching into a 5-3-2. And I'm at the right wing back position, closest to the bottom of the screen right now, getting high and wide for this goal kick. So I think, from our kind of past of how we've played, I think we play a little bit better in a 5-3-2. I think we should do well in a 4-4-2, but the few games that we've tried it just haven't been our best. So we're switching into that basically 5 back now and really being aggressive with our wing backs. So anyway, I'm looking here. I see Michael Bryant going up for the header. I am being a little bit riskier here because I believe that he can win this header. I don't think there's anything challenging him, so I don't really drop him behind. I kind of get high and wide. And as soon as I bring down this ball, I'm just going to play into Ryan Williams, who's free in the center of the field. I'm just going to get high and wide and get out of the picture and just kind of run and start the attack. It's a great ball in behind from Ryan Williams right into Darren. It's a great idea from Darren. Tries to slip it to the back post into a Tez and just doesn't get the best contact on that ball. But great idea, great attacking sequence. I think we started off on the in the right mindset coming here. So here now, Jesse Cedeno with the ball. I'm just getting wide to try to create some space because I know this ball is kind of trending to this side. He plays it out to me. I have a lot of pressure coming from the back. I'm looking forward. You can see there's nobody really to pop it into. Even a Tez is saying just play it back, recycle it. Sam Idea is really coming aggressively, so I'm just going to play it back. Not going to lose the ball there. Play it back into Shane or into Michael Bryant, and then we can reset our attack, keep some possession, and keep the ball in their half for a little bit. Michael Bryant with the ball, plays it out wide into my feet. Looking forward, Jesse L's making this run in behind. It's a little bit more like a decoy run. I don't think it's on here. Some idea is really cutting off this outside of the field, and you can see how much space is inside. So I'm going to cut inside into this space and drive and see what opens up. Now, I think I can play Darren right here. Looking back at it, I think he's in a good position. I think just trust him, play into his feet, and see what can happen. But instead, I decided against that. I don't think it's completely open. I think he's kind of 1v4, which is fine. I cut the ball back out wide, and you can see how much time and space Jesse is now out here because they followed me inside. So I'm going to just turn, play it out wide to Jesse, and then let him try to whip in across here. Good action, good idea, good cross in, but just doesn't find the header of one of our guys. But still, we're on the end of it. We can keep some possession now. Next play now, Michael Bryant provides some pressure, and I jump this pass out to Ingalina. I was predicting it. As soon as he hits that, I jump forward, intercept that pass, and start to drive forward very fast. Now, as soon as I do, I completely miss Darren Smith here. He's not alone. There's Farrell, who's like 20 yards just out of the picture right now. But still, just slip him through and have him go 1v1, 1v2. It's the right idea. I'm going to be 100% honest. I never even saw him. I was so focused on just intercepting that ball, driving forward, and then trying to beat that initial pressure that I didn't get my head up, and that's on me. But it's good to watch that back on video and just see that and to notice that earlier. Anyway, ball does end up bouncing to me. And then here, I'm tired. I'm just going to be like, okay, I'm just going to connect here. I lost the last one. Just connect to Ryan and then get back in position and we can start to build. And it's a great ball. And Tez is nearly through here, ends up pulling him down, but it's a great sequence. Great ball from Ryan. Great flick on from Darren and great run from Tez. Long ball now into my guy, Samadia. I'm just going to try to just get in front of him, get it touched, win the ball, do anything I can here, and I end up getting a little fortunate. I think the ball bounces right to Ryan Williams, and he ends up playing that forward. You can see the forward mindset of us playing too. A lot of balls going forward, a lot of balls in behind. I've already received the ball, I think, more in these first 10 minutes in the second half than I did at the entire first half. So it's a lot better from us coming out in this formation or in this mindset of wherever it was. You can see Jesse popping wide. I think it's more of a decoy run again. I don't think it's on to slip him there. I think it's a great opportunity to get trapped there. So I'm just going to pull the ball back. I'm just seeing green shirts in front of me. And then let's just get the ball out. Let's try to recycle it until we're at a numerical advantage either on the left side or we swing it back to the right side or something else. Good entry ball in here. Tez tries to win the header. I start to sprint forward to press this, but instead of just sprinting forward mindlessly, I check over my shoulder because I see Ingalina off my right shoulder, and I need to make sure that Michael Bryant is free and he can step. When I check my shoulder, he's yelling at me and he's trapped. He's pinned with a guy up there and he's saying, stay, stay, stay. So I have to come and drop back and stay on Ingalina, and I can't just mindlessly go to the ball. So even though I'm a little out of position, you can see the mindset. Ideally, I'd be doing that a little bit earlier, but I'm still looking. I don't want to press mindlessly and have my team not be able to follow behind me in that press. Now, Inglina with the ball, again, providing a ton of pressure on Inglina. I want to bump him. I want to foul him. I want to tackle him now. We're almost in the 60th minute now, so I think I'm a little bit free out of the eyes of the referee, under the microscope of the referee. So I start to bump him, hit him. You can see how fast he is. 1-2 steps. He's already kind of by me. So now I'm bumping him, pushing him with my hands, and just trying to knock him off a little bit off balance, everything I can without fouling him. And then Lai comes in and just destroys him with that tackle. But that's what I like to do when I mark players that are faster than me. You can see right here, hand on his arm, pulling him back, pushing him forward, just knocking him a little off balance, just enough. Yeah, ideally just enough for the referee's like, yeah, I'm not going to call it. I think it'd be soft to call it, but there's definitely contact there. Long ball from Steve Carroll finds me. I'm just going to take that ball down. As soon as I bring that ball down, I can see Samadia start to jump. So I'm just going to tap that ball up and in behind past him. And then as soon as I do this, I gain some separation. I look in the box and see Darren sprinting on across the 6, and my idea is just try to hit this over Scarlett or around Scarlett, just get this into this area for Darren to finish. And unfortunately, Scarlett's in a good position. I don't know if I could try to whip that around him more, or if I should look at a cutback. Tez wanted the ball cut back to him on top of the 18 or a penalty spot, but I think it's the right idea. Just got to execute that a little bit better. Now play the ball into Lai. I'm going to come around, stay on side to make sure I'm checking the line that I'm on side. Come over this way to basically try to escape this pressure here. So I'm going to come on side now. He's going to roll me back the ball. I'm looking forward. It's basically another overlap backwards. This is good movement to escape this 2v2 pressure here. And then I see Lai coming out this way, and then I can play him out to escape this 2v2 because it's going to be very hard to whip it across with that little space now. I play into Lai. He plays it all the way back to Michael Bryant, and then Michael Bryant can look forward. Instead, he finds me. I have time to look forward. It's a good run from Lai. Samadia's kind of blocking that angle that I want to play. And again, as Lai drags this guy out, he's now opening up this huge, huge pocket of space inside. So I drive inside, and as I start to drive inside, I start to see Samadia coming in aggressively, and I just position my foot, my leg, my whole body in between Samadia and the ball so that he has to go through me in order to foul. As you can see, as soon as I see him stepping, I put my whole body, leg, foot, everything in front of the ball. So there's no way that he can step in and poke that ball without going through my leg. And as he does, he completely hits me and doesn't get the ball. And that's a huge thing. Once you see that player coming in, all you have to do is just put yourself in between the ball and the man, but you have to recognize that pressure coming and the right time to do it, obviously. So anyway, 61st minute now, Jesse looking to whip in this set piece off of that free kick. I'm in the front post now, once again, kind of second balls. This run here that I'm getting, I'm knowing that it's most likely not going to go to me with a left-footed set piece, but I'm just going to get on that second ball. So I'm going to crash into the 6, the ball goes back post, and then me, I think, and Darren jump up for the ball, trying to win that, and I felt like that was going to be my second goal of the night, but just it's really, really well defended. I don't know who was on me there, but really well defended from Hartford because my eyes just lit up for my second goal as soon as that ball was headed back in across the 6, and you'll see it here. Great ball into the back post into Steve. Steve flicks that great ball back, and then I'm right there. I think that might be Jimenez that gets up there, but it's well defended. Jesse plays that ball backwards. I can see Ingalina. I know he likes to cheat. I know he likes to stay a little bit higher. So as soon as this ball goes back, I'm already sprinting forward in this space because I know that there's going to be this big, big area of space just for this ball. Michael Bryant recognizes it too, plays me out the ball. I receive that ball, 2v1, and now I'm just trying to get into some cross. And I think Samadia does really, really well here to defend me. Just makes it difficult. I'm just looking for a yard or a foot of separation so I can whip something into the box and just get it. But everywhere I go, he's just like a little pest right on me. Makes it very difficult for me to get something. I try to pull it back for a Meg, and it's really well defended from somebody. I want to give credit where credit is due, and then I get a little frustrated. I try to win that. Don't want him to cut back and just be free there. So I try to win the ball, but it definitely is a foul there. But hats off to somebody. I think that was difficult to get by him there. I thought I had it for a second, but it didn't work out. And then obviously, foul. Try to reach to my foot. I expect that kind of like Cruyff turn to be happening, but end up getting a lot of leg instead of the ball. Big ball comes back to Michael Bryant. I'm trying on thinking I know there's going to be a lot of pressure as this ball comes into me. So I'm going to take my touch wide towards the line. And I'm looking just to hook this up the field because I know if with the back to goal being pressed like this, I know that's just a pressing trigger right there. And it works exactly like that. My idea was to either hook this up the line or I'm going to get a throw in. Ball comes into me, looking to drive forward. Overlapping run here as well. So that overlapping run is going to draw Samadia back. And again, now I have a lot of time and a lot of space to continue my drive inside. So I start to drive inside. Nobody really steps to me. I'm looking to maybe do a 1-2 with Rutsy. I think it's closed off by Scarlett right here. So then here I'm just like, maybe I can just fizz a ball to the far post, get lucky with a Meg deflection or something. So I just fire a shot here, and Scarlett does well just to block that out for a corner kick. Now, goal kick, I'm getting high and wide. I'm looking down the field, and I'm seeing I'm just in acres of space here. So I'm going to get just past Ingalina so I can receive this ball and have tons of time with no pressure behind me. And I know that I can take this touch. I know I can open up. I know I can start to drive forward. And then I think this is Ruts running down the line. I'm just going to curl this ball just so it stays inside and basically try to find him running in behind because it's a great run that he does here. So I'm just going to curl this around Samadia into Rutsy. Rutsy's going to hold that well into Cedeno, and this is a good drive. Unfortunately, it's a right idea from Jesse trying to find Rutsy out wide, just doesn't connect. And then early foul call, I think, from the referee. Probably should have said advantage there, but whatever. Cross in, finds me or a Tez. Ball comes right out to me. I should just hit this right foot. Same thing as last time. Just try to fizz a ball to the far post, see if I can get lucky with a Meg, deflection, something. I try to roll this ball back onto my left foot. It escapes me. The touch is a little bit too far. And then I try to just poke this ball to Rutsy really quick, and I end up just toe poking it straight to his like thigh or chest or something. Doesn't work out. And just gets closed down way too fast. I should, looking back on that should just be a first-time shot, I believe. But really, really good repress from us, able to get the ball and pin them in their half now. Good cross from Seba Guenzati. I'm just going to win this ball. And again, same thing as that idea before with Samadia. I'm just putting my ball in between Dizpay, this defender coming at me, and the ball now, and just putting my body there so that he has to basically barrel through me in order to win the ball. And to his credit, his head does connect with the ball. I think he does win that header, but he barrels through me in the process, and I do think that's a foul. Obviously, I'm biased, but I'm just going to put myself in between him as he's jumping up. I have the positioning first, I believe, and I think that's a good spot to basically win that ball, or win the foul there, or the foul. I mean, it's hard because he does win. I see his argument. He wins the ball with his head, but I think it is through me there. Now we have the ball trying to build out here. I'm just getting wide as Michael Bryant starts to drive forward, keeping that angle so he can play me out wide. Looking forward, and I'm just going to play right into Guenzati's feet for him to hold up. Just kind of wrapping this around Samadia. I'm going to continue my run as soon as I play into Seba Guenzati, continue my run forward, and hopefully we get something here. So playing to Seba, and then do a little underlapping run. Seba does a great turn, and then out for a corner kick here. Now, ball comes out to, I think this is Haruki now. Haruki starts to drive forward. He plays me out the ball. Dizpay goes through Haruki kind of unnecessarily, gets a foul, and then we have a last second chance really to tie things up. So I'm right here now doing my run into the near post. Ball goes back. Michael Bryant once again goes off his chest and off Rutsy's back, drops right to me in the 6-yard box, right to my left foot. I don't even think about it. I just swing my leg at it and tap that away, and it actually goes off my shin, my left shin, for the goal there. But again, it's not like I'm really doing anything special. I really kind of got fortunate with the ball just bouncing my way. You can see Michael Bryant basically chest this off Rutsy's back, and it just lands to me. But you have to get in those positions, I think, and just recycle your run and just be ready for that second ball if that ball does land to you. So I was very stoked. I didn't want to do a full celebration, but we tied things up 2-2. And with the momentum that we were feeling, I thought we could easily make this 3-2. And then off the kickoff, they try to find low sleeping. It doesn't work out. And now we have 5 more minutes of extra time in order to win this game. Now, Jägermeister Cup is weird with the rules. Basically, if it ends in a tie, it doesn't just end in a tie. And there's no added minutes. There's no extra time at all. We just basically go straight to penalties. And if you win in penalties, you get 2 points. If you lose in penalties, you only get 1 point. So a little weird. Anyway, I'm looking forward. I just want to whip in a little bit of a cross here. I see Seba just 1v1 in the front post. So I'm just going to clip something in. There's a little clip ball into there. I find Seba and just doesn't pan out, but I was happy with the decision making. And then Haruki just lays me off the ball here, and then I'm just looking for a one-time ball. And mainly here, I was really not even looking into the box. I know that I'm trying to find this, like, beat the first man, but I was really just trying to get this around whoever this defender is on me and just try to find, like, beating the first 2 Hartford guys to give my team a chance to score this. It ends up deflecting, I think, off the chest or something, out for a corner kick there. Now Los with the ball, plays it forward all the way out to me. I do a good job just to trap this ball down, and I should just lay this right here. I get a little, I'm feeling myself. I've scored 2 goals now. I try to do a little swoop touch with the left and try to beat both these guys. It almost pans out, but it's well defended and doesn't work out. But still, great repress, really good repress from Haruki, and a chance here. And then last few seconds of the game, 98th minute, trying to find something, and then cleared up Isiha, and then that's the game. So like I said, yes, it's 2-2, but with Jägermeister, now it ends up going to penalties. So I'll let the penalties play. I'm not going to do too much analysis on the penalties. I'll just let you guys watch and listen. But this is how the Jägermeister works. No extra time added, straight into penalties. If you win this, you get 2 points, like I said, instead of the 3 points. And if you lose, you get 1 point, like the equivalent of a tie. So it's a little strange, but this is America, and we always got to do things a little bit differently. So I'll let you guys watch and listen. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate the support. I love getting 2 goals this game, especially against my former club. That was very fun. It was a very special night, and this will be a game that I remember for the rest of my life. In all honesty, it was very, very cool. So thank you guys so much, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. All right, guys, peace.
It's Anthony Siaha. Save by Siaha. And that is saved! Wow! Can anybody score a PK? And he scores! Now Guinzotti.
He does.
Ties the PKs at 1.
Exactly what he does.
Went left.
Yep.
And he scores! Good job by Joe Farrell. Hesitated, made his move, and here's Yamazaki.
Good penalty.
Tied it 2. No hesitation. Dispay gets the whistle. Saved by Herrera!
That's a brilliant save by Herrera. Penalty.
The match is over. And he scores, and Detroit wins in penalty kicks. As they race on the field to congratulate Herrera and Bryant. So a disappointing ending for Hartford. And give Detroit credit. They got the equalizer. Big night for Matt Sheldon. And then win in the penalty kicks to get the extra point. So Hartford now with 7 points in the group, and Detroit with 5. Mark and I'll come back and wrap it up next, right here on ESPN+.